Jiang Zemin, former Chinese leader, dies aged 96. China's former leader Jiang Zemin, who came to power after the Tiananmen Square protests, has died at 96. State media said he had died just after 12 o'clock local time, 4 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, in Shanghai, on Wednesday. Jiang presided over a time when China opened up on a vast scale and saw high-speed growth. His death comes as China sees some of its most serious protests since Tiananmen, with many demonstrating against COVID restrictions. A Chinese Communist Party statement said he died of leukemia and multiple organ failure. It added that he was recognized as an outstanding leader with high prestige and a long-tested communist fighter. State media outlets, including the Global Times and the Xinhua News Agency, turned their websites black and white in tribute. Jiang rose to power after the bloody 1989 crackdown on protesters in and around Beijing's Tiananmen Square, which led to China being ostracized internationally. The event sparked a bitter power struggle at the top of the Communist Party between hardline reactionaries and reformers. It led to Jiang, who had originally been seen as a plotting bureaucrat, being elevated to high office. He was chosen as a compromise leader in the hope he would unify hardliners and more liberal elements. Under his stewardship, a formidable economy was forged, the communists tightened their grip on power, and China took its place at the top table of world powers. He oversaw the peaceful handover of Hong Kong in 1997 and China's entry into the World Trade Organization in 2001, which intertwined the country with the global economy. But political reforms were also put to one side, and he crushed internal dissent while pursuing a hardline stance on Taiwan. He was criticized for the heavy-handed crackdown on the religious sect Falun Gong in 1999, which was seen as a threat to the Communist Party. He was also keen to ensure that his position within the Communist Party was secure, and came up with his own political ideologies, the Three Represents theory, in an attempt to modernize the party. During his time in power, Jiang sought to strengthen ties with the U.S., visiting the country several times and offering then-President George W. Bush cooperation in Washington's war on terror following the 9/11 attacks. In a country not known for its flamboyant leaders, he was seen as having a more colorful personality than his successors. He memorably crooned Elvis Presley at a global summit and went for a swim off the Hawaiian coast. In his later years, he withdrew from government and was rarely seen in public. But even as he became less conspicuous, online he became an unlikely subject of viral internet memes. Many Chinese affectionately caricatured his signature large spectacles and likened his appearance to a toad. Young fans called themselves toad worshippers. Jiang's successors as president, Hu Jintao, who was conspicuously removed from the CCP conference last month, and Xi Jinping, are scheduled to attend his funeral, according to a letter released by the state-backed Global Times. But the letter added that foreign leaders and governments will not be invited to the event. The funeral committee said the decision was in keeping with what it called China's practice.
我不相信共产党有真正的20大。其实你看到20大召开，事实上已经不是20大了。这个是共产党最后的一场决战。去看看中国历史上历代历朝，就像今天一样，皇帝要崩塌前或者换位前，无数大臣、江湖大佬一个一个死。接下来我认为大家会看到什么？江泽民突然死了，朱镕基死了，然后王岐山死了，孟建柱突然出车祸了，心梗了，宋平了。还有活的老革命一个一个死，而且是排着排死，这不是共产党的政治，这是老天的安排啊，一定会的，你会很快看到。然后就是人民处在水深火热之中，水灾、涝灾啊，然后北方是旱灾，然后疫苗灾难，然后到处出事，然后可能三峡大坝也出事，都有可能。这时候江山尽毁，重新更换。